I've sent and analyzed thousands of emails over the last 10 years, and I built more than 6,000 meetings for me and my clients at companies like Revolut, Conto, Rider, Datarate. And basically, during that time, I've been testing every single prompt, every single copy angle, every single AI tool that you can think of. You name it, I tested. And that's exactly why in this video, after all that time, I found the most powerful and the unique prompting history that you need to use in order to do deep research and writing cold emails. I will walk you through step by step. I will share the document with you so you can copy and paste that prompt and start killing within your outbound. In 2026, the most complicated thing to do is cold outbound and selling. No one wants to receive your BS email again. No one wants or no one have the time in order to answer all the offers that they are getting. And most likely C-levels are tired of receiving emails that has no relevance whatsoever. On top of that, the spam folder, it's a problem that we are all having. And on top of that, you are hating your manager telling to you to do more, to be more relevant, and to send personalized information in your cold outreach. So what I'm trying to do and what I'm bringing you here, it's exactly the solution for that. As you can see in this page, what I do have here is the research prompt that will make you the top analyst from Deloitte or McKinsey in your own role. So basically, the only thing that you need to do is to change the variables, as you can see, and I will walk you through them in order to make sure that the GPT, Claude, Gemini, or whatever the LLM that you're using do the job for you. Right now, personalization, it's important. Relevance, it's more important than ever before. And basically, if you want to cut through the noise, the only way to do that is being a complete killer within the research and understanding what is happening in that company, what's happening in that potential CEO or C-level mind and brain, and how you're going to tackle those specific angles. So the research prompt is pretty simple and pretty straightforward. The only goal here is to understand what's happening in that potential company and then make it scalable for whatever the amount of prospects that you are targeting. So if you have a 100 dream list, the first thing that you need to understand is how to create the anatomy of a prompt. So you can see here, the prompt says, act as a senior B2B sales strategist and market research analyst. I want you to deeply research the following company. And here is where you need to start changing the variables. Company name, for the sake of the example, I put Salesforce. It's in the software tech industry. I want to target the CEO, Mark Benioff, and the website of the company, where they are, and my unique offer. Here is where you need to put your unique offer. In my case, so you can follow the example, I said, hey, I turn B2B sales teams into predictable revenue machines by building signal-driven outbound systems and coaching reps to close complex deals with clarity, control, and confidence. Please provide your output in the following way. It should be structured in bullet points under the following sections. So first of all, I want to understand the company overview. What do they do in simple terms? How do they make money? Their main product lines and go-to-market motion. So imagine having top-tier twin BDR, SDR, and market analysts doing all this research for you in real time. Then the top 3 strategic priorities, understanding company-wide what are the priorities or focus that are based on public signals that they have right now. Then the key business challenges, business pain points that likely block the growth or efficiency or ROI or productivity within their fields and within their company that we will use in order to make sure that the message is unique. Then competitive landscape, key competitors and their positioning, headcount trends, team growth or contraction over the past 6 or 12 months, so that must be relevant, trigger events, intent signals over the last 6 months. And once we have that done, what we will do is, okay, with that information for each persona, explain how my offer can help. So a buyer persona point of view and an account point of view, understanding the core responsibilities and metrics, typical pains they experience in a company like Salesforce, what would make them curious to act, basically the buying triggers, and then the same from an account perspective. So basically what we will do here, and I did it already for the sake of the example, we copy the prompt, we jump into GPT, we paste the prompt, and we hit enter. You will see that basically this will start thinking. I already have this executed in another document. Start thinks about it, start jumping into the website and understanding and finding all the information that we are requesting. And in this example, it was thinking for less than 1 minute, 57 seconds, just 57 seconds. This is mind blown. This should usually take you, if you are fast, not more, not less than at least 30 minutes, if more. And basically in 57 seconds, we have all the information. Company overview, what Salesforce is doing, enterprise software that helps companies sell, market, serve, and analyze customers on one platform. They have the full ecosystem here, CRM, data, workflow, automation, AI agents, and so on. How they make money, their main product lines, and go to market motion. You don't even have to read this. I mean, we are trusting the AI to do the work for us. And this is so powerful that you will be able to even upload a CSV list with all your prospects and create this research like in 3 minutes or less for all of them. and use that information to create the emails that I will show you and break down exactly what is the prompting that I used for that. So the beauty about it is that if we go into the other example, as you can see, it's finding all the information, in this case, 1 minute and 16 seconds, and live is going to give you all the details that we were talking about. Company overview, what they're doing, how they make money, etc., etc. So once we have all this information, point number 2, top strategic priorities, this is key. Priority 1, win the agentic enterprise category, AI agents in the flow of work. Company's narrative and releases emphasizes agent adoption, multi-agent architecture, and embedding agents into workflows, for example, in Slack. Priority number 2, make Data Cloud, Data 360 the operating layer for AI. Growth messaging ties Agentforce success to data foundation and unified architecture. AI data, ARR growth is a highlighted KPI. And priority number 3, profitable growth and operational efficiency. Continued focus on operating margin expansion, restructuring actions, and efficiency through AI agents. This is gold, my friends. Why? Because if you are taking care of what your manager is saying to you, saying, hey, you need to reach out an hour campaign, or even you as a CEO, you want to create this unique approach, you need to make sure that this approach it's aligned to a priority that the company has. So we have all the 3 priorities that the AI already found. We can target each priority in one and unique sequence, targeted to one and unique persona inside that company. So if you are selling, for example, AI solutions, you can angle and attack this specific priority, meaning winning the agentic enterprise category, as your main source of offer connected to what is your value proposition. If you are selling data security, for example, and data cloud and data 360 is one of their priorities, you can connect that information within a solution that it's a value proposition that could be attached to something that they are looking for. The same with profitable growth and operational efficiency. So let's keep moving. Key business challenges, providing AI ROI at enterprise scale, beyond the demos, this is really important. How our offer helps, this is key. Build signal-driven outbound that turns AI agent narratives into measurable pipeline creation. This is huge because basically the AI right now is not only doing the research for you, but it's also telling you, hey, you know what? You, with your solution, with what you do, and these potential key business challenges, this is exactly how you can solve them for them. And once we have all this information, what we will do is jump into the cold email. Again, we have all the details, all the information, all the new milestones that this company is going through. That could be a list of all your prospects. Then finally, we have a buyer persona point of view, CEO at Salesforce, core responsibilities and metrics, typical pains in a company like the one we're talking about, and what would make them curious to have a solution like mine. Lastly, an account point of view, mainly about Salesforce and why this is relevant to what I can offer. Once we have that done, as you can see here, we can jump back into what I created, that is the cold email prompt. This is one of the most powerful prompts that you can tackle after many years of refining and usage. Why? Because with all the information that we gather already from that specific account, the system will create a unique sequence tied to those angles connected to your solution with one value prop, one offer that will create highly relevant messaging for you that can be done at scale. So let's get back to the cold email prompt. Basically, the prompt says, hey, we need to use the gathered insights to craft the first message that hits hardest, the most relevant, personalized, and high impact opener that instantly connects with the prospect context and triggers genuine interest. I want to create a 3-step cold email campaign to book a demo with Salesforce, especially their CEO. Salesforce here, especially their CEO. Below is all the context and account intelligence you need to make this email relevant, specific, and credible. Focus on the time savings, operational efficiency, sustainability, facility, quality, skill levels, and everything that we already worked through. The goal is to make the recipient curious enough to explore a pilot with me. And then I added one framework that is giving me the best reply rates. So, hey name, saw you, relevant trigger. The triggers are the ones that we gather from that intelligence. Imagine you are or thought you would, and then an implication based on the trigger. Usually our customers struggle with the main problem that we identified. So we dig deeper into that pain and we qualify, we quantify, we measure that, or we highlight the potential risk of not taking action. We give some social proof, and then we define soft call to action. On top of that, we give a lot of instructions of what are the things that we need to make sure that we follow in order to create a powerful email. Also, the different angles that we will tackle for email 2, email 3, and email 4 in terms of a follow-up. So what we have to do here, we copy all this, we get back to our analysis, we paste it here. We don't even need to create the format. We hit enter, and the emails will start to pop up. Super powerful. The beauty about it, if you don't like it, you can start refining it here. Like, I don't want to use hard CTAs, for example, or whatever, or make them shorter, whatever the example that you would like to use. And we will see one right now. So for example, email number 1 under the same thread that it's making Agentforce revenue predictable, we can make it this even shorter or lowercase, or we can start playing around it and say, hey, Mark, saw the Agentforce plus Informatica push and the recent organization adjustments. This is 100% a trigger relevant based on the intelligence that the GPT did. Imagine scaling agentic AI while parts of the field still sell legacy CRM motion. Usually at this stage, AI strategy outpaces rep execution. So pipeline growth, but win rates don't. This is how you dig deeper into, hey, be careful. If you're doing this, it's amazing. But if this happens, then it's not that amazing. You must have a problem, or you should have a problem here. So we help B2B teams turn new category bets into controlled signal-led deal cycles. Worth exploring, right? So I have another example that I created before, exactly with the same prompt. And as you can see, the beauty about it is that you can test it 100 times and it will give you 100 different answers and outputs. And that's the magical thing of being relevant. So for example, hey Mark, saw that Salesforce is doubling down on Agentforce and Data 360. I would imagine scaling AI without upgrading how reps are trained and trigger creates execution risks. So here we are combining two priorities, the risk of the operational efficiency plus the focus on Agentforce and Data 360. Usually, enterprise teams struggle turning AI momentum into qualified pipeline, so productivity gains stay internal. We help B2B teams build signal-driven outbound and coach reps to control complex deals. Worth exploring a short pilot. And then email 2 and email 3 that are connected to either different things that are the priorities that they have. For example, efficiency and sustainability. Follow it up on the AI point. Most orgs add tools but don't increase revenue per rep. Typically, pipeline coverage stays flat while CAC or customer acquisition cost rises. So efficiency claims don't translate into durable ARR. We've helped sales teams to qualified meetings, etc., etc., etc. So imagine that we want to change this. What I would suggest in order to follow and close the loop of research mode, cold email mode, and then having the last sequences, redo this, make sure you don't use dashes, don't use never ever the wording following up on this or similar, and don't use hard call to actions asking for time. So once you have this done, you will start getting and refining your email. This is the beauty about it. No dashes whatsoever, so we don't feel like it's an AI robot writing it. Worth exploring, so no CTAs whatsoever in terms of would 20, 25, 30 minutes would be a good idea. And basically not following up on the last email or on this topic, just straight to the point. So again, this is the process that you need to follow. Copy the prompt, everything is in the description with document with the prompts. You will be able to do this research at scale. You will be able to create the copies like never before, and you will be able to do this without any hiring, any help, any colleague whatsoever. You can multiply yourself 10 times faster, 10 times smarter by following this specific workflow. Comment if you need any help. Comment if you need any advice on how to put this into practice into the best way. And if you want my help setting this up, just reach out to me directly on LinkedIn here or via email. Don't forget to follow me, to hit the subscribe button, the bell as well, so you never miss any other episode. And see you in the next one. Cheers.